You're about to enter the world of Strawberry Ice and the Ice Cave. Let's go! Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. It helps if I turn the camera on so you can see me. Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the streaking Cincinnati Reds, who won count them 5 in a row. That is awesome. Now, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,236 subscribers. That is awesome. Let's keep it rolling. Let's try to get to 10,000, 2,000, 100,000. Just keep going. Going. Now, as always, in the YouTube channel, we have the super chats going. So if you guys like to support what I'm doing, it's only exclusively in the YouTube channel. And I actually would prefer you guys to watch it on the YouTube channel so it gets me more views and subscribers and stuff like that. But you can go there and you can make a donation to the channel and help me out and support what I'm doing here. And like I said, that's only in the YouTube channel. So as you see, the title of it, I kind of changed it from when I did the live or my video earlier today, because I just found out Cincinnati Bengal had been arrested. It's not that, it's not that big of a deal, really, to be honest, because, it's not coming up. Why isn't it not coming up on the screen? Oh, that's weird. All right, hold on. There we go. Freaking computers. All right. Bengals rookie Darius Hodge was arrested for charges of assault in 2019. Now, like I said, Cincinnati Bengal rookie Darius Hodge was arrested on July 4th in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Charges stemming from an alleged assaulting a man in 2019. The news comes from WRAL.com, which says the arrest pertains to an incident in which Hodges allegedly hit the man multiple times. Now, he's one of 6 undrafted free agents by the Bengals. The Bengals announced after the drafts concluded, he played 3 years at Marshall, totaling 15 and a half sacks and 20 and a half tackles. Now, this is the important part for Bengals fans. Since the arrest pertains to an event that allegedly, now we always have to remember, allegedly, we're innocent until proven guilty, happened in 2019. Hodge won't be subject to the NFL personal conduct policy over the arrest. But if he runs into further trouble, then it will fall under the microscope. So there's the Bengals news. Bengal got arrested, which we don't even know if it's true. So I wouldn't worry about it that much. Plus, not a whole lot that can happen to him right now anyway. So that's why I kind of changed the title of what we had earlier today, because I just found that out and I thought it was kind of interesting. I don't think it's going to be anything worth even mentioning any more than just that. It's just Bengals news, and I know you guys are starving for Bengals news, and so am I. So there you go. All right, let's get to the chat here real quick. You guys are blowing it up already. I love it. Let's see here. Jaden, I hope Mrs. Ice can see the Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup. Yeah, they got to do it tomorrow night because, they lost last night. So we'll see what's going on. Who Day, Marvin? Jada, Who Day, what's up? Josh, what's going on? And like Jeremy says, hey, Jeremy is actually getting a comment on the show, my boy. Hopefully he'll be able to join the show sometime here in the next couple weeks. But yes, thanks God he's a practice player. So that's not a big thing. Yeah, Josh, you like that way to start off the show with bad news? Well, I hit you with the bad news. Then we can get into the good news, And the good news is the Reds have won 5 in a row. Count them, 5 in a row. And they are so much fun to watch. It's a comeback win again last night. It all started in the 7th inning when Nick Castellanos and Gino went deep in the 7th inning to take the lead. It was a pitching performance before that. Now, Gutierrez, I think he's been a godsend. He has been a great, I won't say a great pitcher, a very, very good pitcher for the Reds. Every time he has taken the mound, the Reds have a shot to win. And that's really all you can ask for of your starting pitchers, that they give you a chance to win. And he has done it every single time. He went 6 innings, only gave up 1 run. Like I said, Mike Minor, the Royals pitcher, he was matching them. It was, 1-run game up until the 7th inning. And then Nick Castellanos, who is there a guy that has a bigger presence in the big moments and they don't scare him, than Nick Castellanos? He is just so calm, cool, and collected when it comes to getting it done when the Reds need it. And how great was it to see Gino actually get a really good swing on the ball? I mean, maybe those couple of days off helped him. All right, let's get back to the chat before I get some more Red stuff. Tim, what's up? Hi, Jeff. I think the Reds will make it 6 in a row tonight. I'm with you, brother. I hope so. I mean, you got Luis Castillo on tonight, so that's a good indication. And he's been pitching. He looks like the old Luis, So there's a very good chance that the Reds could make it 6 in a row tonight. And the good thing is, too, the Boozers lost last night. They lost 2 in a row, so we gained the game. So they're only 6 out. Jaden Suarez hit an absolute moonshot last night. Yes, and I actually have a quote from Gino on that moonshot. And this is from Gino last night. He says, I haven't felt like that, or I haven't felt that way in a long time. But definitely, that was one of the best swings this year. It made me feel like I still have it. I just have to believe and do it. It looked like that felt good to him. It looked like weight came off his shoulder. Finally, that's the way it's supposed to be. And look, I call David Bell the mad scientist, but I really haven't called him that this year because I think he's done an actually pretty good job managing, to be honest. I mean, I think he's done a really good job. Now, you got to give David Bell credit because last year, Votto struggled, and they sat him for 4 games. And then Votto took off down the stretch, and that helped. He sat Gino for a couple games. Ever since he sat Gino, he's had hits in 4 consecutive games that he's been in. 2 of those have been go-ahead hits. He had one against the Cubs over the weekend that ended up being the game-winning hit, and then last night's home run, again, ended up being the game-winning hit. So you got to give credit where credit is due. And I've said this, I don't know how many times this year. Hopefully this means Gino's back. We'll see. It's a good stretch where he's actually making contact and he's playing good baseball. And it looks like I said, he just looks different at the plate. He looks more calm, more collected, more, like he's not just trying to hit the ball, the cover off the ball. And the good thing now, too, is when we were winning at the first 2 months of the season, the two big guns was Castellanos and Winker. Now, Winker's kind of cooled off a little bit. I really do think this all-star thing has really gotten to him. And I don't think he's in the lineup tonight, which I'll bring that up here in a second. There you go. But my point is, yeah, he's not in. Castellanos is DH, and who's playing left field? Aquino's playing left field. So giving Doink a night off, which I think he needs it. But I'm going to get back to what my point here before I lose track of what I was saying. Beginning of the season, it was Winker and Castellanos that were the two big guns. Gino and Votto were not doing anything. Now, Votto's, we know he's on a roll. He's starting to hit. If this is a sign or start of Gino, and Nick Castellanos has been consistent all year, and you get Wink going, whoo, our offense is going to be even better than it has been. Because we haven't had all four of those guys hitting at the same time. And we're very, very close to that happening. So, get back to the lineup here. So, you got, now this is always subject to change, but this was on the Reds' Twitter. India's back at second. Stevenson's catching. DH Castellanos. Votto's at first. Gino's at third. Left field Aristides Aquino. Tyler Naquin is in right field. Kyle Farmer's shortstop. And Shogo gets a start in center field. And Luis Castillo is your starting pitcher. So, all right, let me get back into the comments here, guys, because I know you guys are blowing it up. Roy F. York, who day from Nashville, brother. Welcome to the show. I appreciate it. Amy Gilbert, how you doing? I think you might be new. I don't remember you on the show before, but hey, welcome to the show. And Huday, you are from Fairborn, Ohio. Awesome. Do me a favor, if you're watching on Facebook, and if this is the first time you ever see my show, please go to the YouTube channel and subscribe there. I would greatly appreciate it. It just helps my numbers. It helps me get going. Josh, Huday from Florida. I know you're from Florida. All right, who else we got here? This is kind of cool. All right, Shannon Huday from, oh my goodness, I'm going to mess that up. Hammeridge, Tennessee. Did I say that right? I think I am. I think I did. Steve Logan, what's up? Huday, everybody, what's going on? Crown, what's up? Let's see here. Iceman, you must have your red sunglasses on. Actually, they're over there. One of these days, I'll actually show you my sunglasses. I got orange ones, and I got red ones, and I just got regular black ones. Jaden, Huday from Michigan. What's up, brother? That's cool. Everybody, Huday from all over the world. Not really the world, this country. I haven't got anybody from Ireland or anything yet, which I have had that before. Have had people from Ireland get on the show. So let's get into tonight's pitching matchup. Like I said, we got Luis Castillo. He's 3-10 with a 5.05 ERA versus, I'm going to mess his name up, Chris Bubic, B-U-B-I-C, Bubic, I think. He's 2-4 with a 4.99 ERA. So I say it's a win. I'm still waiting for, if you guys actually, if you remember yesterday's show, I said it's about time for this offense to explode. And last night they had an inning like that, because the Cubs series, there was a lot of one-run games, 2-1, 3-2, they're very close games. And we haven't had a big offensive explosion where we just have one inning where we bat around. We had it last night. Nick Castellanos Cablastos, he started it and he also ended it. But that was a good sign because, look, the Cubs were the Scrubs. That's a new name for them there. The Scrubs are sliding. So we swept them. The Royals are sliding. We need to sweep them, They to get back into this thing, which they're in it. They're 6 games out. They need to sweep the Royals. I would love to sweep the Royals and then go in and win 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee against the Boozers. And like I said, if we can do that, we're going to be at least within 4 games, maybe 3, hopefully. That would be awesome. And that would get the Reds back into it. And like I said, I keep banging the table and say we need bullpen help. The Reds are getting bullpen help. It's coming soon. Michael Lorenzen's going to come back. Hoffman's coming back. And Santillan, I'm pretty sure when his 10 days are up down in the minor leagues, they're going to bring him back up. So those are 3 guys that I know are going to be up here either right before the All-Star break or after it. Now, they said Lorenzen could be back by this weekend, which would be a huge help, especially if he's the Michael Lorenzen that we all know. We got some more people checking in. James, Houday from Knoxville, Tennessee. What's up? I've been through Knoxville many, many times. Very, very, very cool city. All right, Shannon, the Reds won 3-1 run games versus the Cubs. Yes. They were all very close versus the Cubs. And that's why I was kind of saying yesterday that we might have an offensive explosion against the Royals because we haven't had one. And this team, they don't go very long without having one of those innings. And last night they did. So that was cool. How far are we out from the wild card? That's a very good question. I can look that up right now. We are closer, I think, to the division than we are the wild card standings. Let's see here. Wild card. I need my glasses here. Okay. Wild card. All right. The leaders are the Mets. Okay. Central's Milwaukee, obviously. Okay. So, those are all the. Okay. So it's the Dodgers, Padres, and then us. That's not a good sign, So most likely one of those teams will get the wild card. I don't see us. They're both at 50 wins. The Dodgers are at 53 wins. Padres are at 50 wins. We're at 44. I think we got a better shot of winning our division. Like I said, we're only 6 out. We're in the last 10 games. We're 7-3. Milwaukee is 8-2 in the last 10 games. So my opinion, by looking at this right now, just go off the top of my head, I think we got a better shot of winning the division than we do the wild card because it's going to be really hard to beat the Dodgers or the Padres. They are very, very good. And we got to jump both of them to even get into the wild card. So, all right, Shannon. I thought it was a 4-game series against Milwaukee. It is. Didn't I say 3 out of 4? Isn't that what I said? Maybe I said it wrong. But yeah, it's a 4-game series. Let's see here. Where is Ulster? Yeah, it's a 4-game series. We need to win 3 out of 4. If I said 2 out of 3, that was my bad, my fault. But yes, it's a 4-game series, Shannon. You are correct. Jaden, no West teams are on fire right now. No, they're not. But they have a lot bigger. They've won a lot more games than we have. So, the games out would be, let's see here. Well, it says we're 4.5 out of the wild card is what it says. So that's closer. But I just have a hard time believing that we can jump over the one of them. And actually, one of the West teams is hot. The Dodgers are 9-1 in their last 10 games. So yeah, they're pretty hot. So and they got the Giants who are 53-31. So I mean, every team in the West has got over 50 wins. That right there, why I think it's going to be really hard for the Reds, no matter how close we are, to get the wild card. Just my opinion. So let's see here. Josh, the West is dominating. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you look at, I think Joe Luckup tweeted this out. I wish I had copied it, but if you look at the Reds' record versus the West and everybody else, we're well over 500 against everybody else except the West teams, and that also includes Arizona. So I said this at the beginning of the year. The Reds don't do very good when they go out west, and it's more pronounced this year than ever. And the part that drives me nuts, and I've said this before on the show, the games against San Diego, if our bullpen was pitching like it is now, we would have won more of those games than just one. We could have won at least 3 of them. So that's where the bullpen has kind of hurt us. Let's see here. Jade, it's just the Padres and the Dodgers. Well, how many wild cards do they get? I thought they only get 2, don't they? Or am I wrong? See, with everything happened last year with the playoff and they switched it all up, I don't exactly know how many I thought there's only 2 wild card teams. That's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong, Jaden. You can let me know. Let's see here. The NL West looks like the NL Central last year. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see here. Josh, need to keep rolling, turn 6 into 7 straight. Yes. The thing is, too, once they get off this winning streak, because it's going to end eventually, hopefully not for 6 or 7 games total, but once they get off of that, they need to jump back on the horse again. And that's one thing that they've done when they haven't done this year, when they've won on these long winning streaks. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. They won 7 out of the gate, or 6 and 1 out of the gate. And then they proceeded to lose 7 in a row. And then, 2 weeks ago, they went on another streak. They won 7 in a row. And then I don't know, like I said, that was the week I was on vacation, so I don't know how many they lost in those 10 games, but it was a lot. They lost more than they won. That's the thing where if this team is, once they get done with the streak, no matter how close they are or whatever, they've got to jump back on the horse. They can't go and lose 2 out of 3 series. They got to keep winning series. They got to keep this momentum and this consistency. And that's been, to me, honestly, that's been the biggest problem with this team is we're so up and down. We have not been very consistent enough to win. We're a very streaky team. Like I said, we've won 5 in a row. We've had winning streaks of 6 and 7 in a row. And we also had a 7-game losing streak. That's been the longest of the whole season. And I'm not really telling you guys anything you don't know. I mean, we're all intelligent baseball fans here. I mean, it's not rocket science what I'm saying. But for the Reds to stay where they're at, because when they won 7 in a row before we went on vacation, they were 2 games out. That's how close they were. And then it just slowly went back down and went back down to 7 games, or 8 games, actually. Now they're at 6. So once this streak ends, which I hope it doesn't end for a while, you gotta get consistent and you gotta just win series. It's not about winning 10 in a row. It's about winning 2 out of 3 series. Winning the series. That's the consistent part. You need to just consistently win series, because last year, when they made the run at the end of the season, I think they won 7 consecutive series, and that's what got them into the playoffs. That is what consistency is. It's not streaks. It's streaks of winning series. So that's what the Reds have to concentrate on after this streak is over, which, like I said, hopefully it's not over anytime soon. All right. Jaden, I'm pretty sure the postseason is back to normal. If anybody out there can let me know how many wild card teams they have. I thought there was only 2. I thought, and I know they've added some the last couple of years. And like I said, I've gotten so confused of what it was last year and then what it was before that. I mean, it's something I would have to look up. I don't know off the top of my head. And since I'm on the air, I can't look it up. Oh, here you go, Jaden. You got it. So there's only 1 wild card game. Well, there's 1 wild card game. It's a 1-game series. They've had that for the last couple of years. And then, because I think there's 2 wild cards. Then because there's a team that just is a wild card, a higher wild card. I'll make it 3 that win it. Oh, geez, I don't know what I'm talking about. There is a wild card play-in game. I know that. So, anyway, let's see here, Shannon. What do you got here? Lost at least half of those. Which ones are you talking about? Probably the ones with the bullpens. I mean, against the West. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Shannon. Got to win 2 or 3. Worst case, 2 and 4, or 2 and 2 in a 4-game series. Yeah, worst case, 2 and 2. But for me, I'll put it to you this way, Shannon. Yes, I you're talking about the against the West. Yes. Well, I'll put it to you this way. For momentum's sake, and yes, if they split it, it is what it is. For momentum's sake, I want them to hopefully sweep the Royals and win the series against the Boozers, momentum's sake going into the All-Star break is going to be huge. Because right after that, which we're on this roll, and then we go to All-Star break, it's like, you got a chance of breaking momentum, but you want good momentum going into the All-Star break. And then you roll back out of the All-Star break, and you have the Boozers again. So like I was saying yesterday, this stretch from before the All-Star break to after the All-Star break is huge for the Reds. I mean, if they can win these series, they could be in first place after the All-Star break. I mean, they legitimately could be. So that's why they're so big. You believe they can. I believe they can too. I mean, especially the way the pitching staff, and I gotta give it to DJ, the pitching coach. He last night they were talking about it on the show, on the broadcast on TV. Sean Doolittle, I thought was done, to be honest. Now he did pitch awesome, but he pitched good enough. And that's the thing that does scare me about this bullpen. Nobody in there is pitching awesome. They're pitching good enough. But Sean Doolittle has made an adjustment. He's finally throwing breaking balls. And that breaking ball is getting the hitters, they're timing off his fastball. I mean, because he only throws like 93, which, I mean, 93 is fast. I can't throw at 93, but, a really good fastball is 96 to 99. So he's at 93, 94 miles an hour. So if he can consistently throw more breaking balls and gets the hitters timing off of his fastball, that's how he's been more effective here lately. And I think DJ finally got him to believe that or whatever, so DJ is really earning his money as, I think, the highest paid pitching coach in baseball. I think he is. And he's earning his money with his bullpen. But the bullpen, I don't know about you guys, the bullpen still scares me. I mean, every time somebody comes out, they've done really good here these last 10 days or whatever. But I'm still nervous as crap. There's nobody that's coming out of the bullpen. I'm like, oh, it's over, So I'm still nervous about that. And I got a feeling it's going to be like that. Well, if Michael Lorenzen can come back and be Michael Lorenzen and Santiago can pitch like he did as a starter, and because I really think Santiago, I could see him more as a reliever than a starter. I think him coming at a shorter amount of innings, he can give more effort with his fastball, and he's a big dude. I got a feeling he's going to be a very good fit out of the bullpen. I don't know. We'll see. That's just my own opinion. Hoffman, I don't know what to think about him. He was an okay pitcher, so I'm not like, yeah, he's coming back. So I'm more excited about Tony Santillan coming back up, and also Michael Lorenzen, and hopefully sometimes soon TJ Anton and Sims will be back. That would be so. If we get those guys back and they could pitch like they were, that would make me feel a whole hell of a lot better about this bullpen than the guys we have in there right now. Because don't get me wrong, the guys we have in there right now are doing a very good job. I don't know about you guys. I don't think any of them are doing a great job, but they're getting the job done. And what scares me is eventually I think they might not, they might go back the other way where they weren't getting the job done. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. All right, James, what do you got here? Okay, just looked it up. 5 teams from each league make it. 3 divisions leaders and 2 wild. Okay, I was right. Yeah, 2 wild cards. Okay, that's what I thought. So that's what I'm saying. So then, yeah, I don't think you got the Dodgers. I think the 2 wild cards are going to come out of the West. I'm sorry. The West is the best division. And I think the Giants, right now, the Giants are leading, and the Dodgers and the Padres are in the wild card. So those 3, I think, are going to make it. One of them's going to win the division, and the other 2 are going to get the wild card. Now, I know we're only 4.5 out of the wild card. Now, we got a whole, second half of the baseball season to go. So who knows? But me personally, I think we have a better shot of winning the division than we do the wild card. All right, hang on a second here. You guys are killing it here. I love it. I love when you guys are blowing my channel up. This is so much fun. All right. The best the bullpen has looked. Yes, Shannon, you are correct. This is the best the bullpen has looked all year. but it's still shaky. I mean, it's still shaky. I mean, you can't tell me that you're like, all right, this guy's coming in. Doolittle's coming in. He's going to slam the door. They have looked great. I mean, I hate saying great because to me, great. Okay. I always compare every bullpen, a great bullpen, to the Nasty Boys. That was a great bullpen. In 1990. That's a great bullpen. I don't consider this bullpen a great bullpen. They are pitching the best they pitched all year. It's still scary. If that makes sense. All right, let's see here. Chris. That one. Let's see here. What's up, man? Keep those brooms out. Let's go Reds. Exactly. I like where your head's at. Let's keep those brooms out and let's hopefully get another sweep. Josh. Really looking forward to seeing Lorenzen back. Me too, buddy. And hope he's back to form. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I said. I was saying this, that hopefully Lorenzen comes back and he's Michael Lorenzen. He's not hurt Michael Lorenzen. He's Michael Lorenzen. Because if he comes in and he's the Michael Lorenzen of old, to me, he's your quote unquote closer or however they want to do it. Now, that's the guy I want to come in like TJ Anton has done all year until he got hurt in the crucial situations, which the crucial situation could be 7th inning. It could be 9th inning. We don't have that guy right now. We've had guys step up and do good. We don't have that. We had that guy in Anton and Sims. Like Anton and Sims was a pretty good 1-2 punch. So, like I said, I would love to find out when they're coming back. Shannon. Really agree with me 100%. About the West. Yeah, I think unfortunately, the West is the best division in baseball. I mean, they just are. And the wild card is coming out of there. Let's see here. Sam, Lorenzen would be a solid would add solid depth. We've seen him offer good pitch. Yeah, we've seen him pitch good often. Yes. And that's the thing is hopefully he's coming back and he's healthy. And they say there's a chance that he could be back by this weekend. And that's against the Boozers. That would be a huge thing for us. Are you hearing any trade target rumors? Not for the Reds. Not really. I mean, you got the closer from thing is some of the teams that would trade guys that would help the Reds are in our own division. You got the closer for the Pirates, Ramirez. You also got the closer for the Cubs. Oh my goodness, I can't think of his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But I don't see the Cubs or the Pirates trading us. And just say Alejo Lopez is the guy that they would want. I don't really see the Reds trading the Pirates or the Cubs, Alejo Lopez, and he can come back to bite them for the next 10 years. So unfortunately, I've heard trade rumors for good relievers, but they're ones in our own division. So I don't know if they're going to. I don't see that happening. I mean, let's see. The Rockies got a reliever they possibly could get. It just depends on what they want. And right now, put it this way: the first thing they're going to say is they want Hunter Green or Nick Lodolo. That's not happening. And you can pick from the other guys. So we'll see what happens. But I really haven't heard any trade rumors pertaining to the Reds, either trading people away or trading for somebody, which right now, I think we're trading for somebody if they do anything. Jake, what's up, Jake? He said, do you think the Reds can catch up to the Brewers? Yes. Oh, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying right here, Jake, in the legs. And I said this yesterday. We got a 4-game series coming up here after the Royals. We got 4 games. Let me see here. 4 games with Milwaukee. And then that's before the All-Star break. And then we got 3-game series after that. If you could sweep the Royals and you win both series with Milwaukee, yeah, they can be in first place. And then we go to New York, and then we go to St. Louis, and then Chicago comes here. So Kansas City is going to be the easiest team we play here in the rest of this month. So sweeping them would be huge. And yes, to answer your question, yes, I totally wholeheartedly believe we can catch the Boozers. Wow. All right. I got to try to read this name. And you're on YouTube. I appreciate it. The Positive University Project, David G. Okay, we'll just go with David. How you doing, David? Welcome to the show. All right, does little to calm my nerves. Yes. Dude, it's not even Doolittle, brother. It's all of them. Even Hembree and Brad Brock has been pitching, I think, the best out of the bullpen, to be honest. But still with him, I'm still none of them. And I'll probably be like that all year. None of the guys we have in the bullpen right now, I'll be like, all right, game's over. Doolittle's coming in. Game's over. Brad Brock's coming in. None of them will be like that. So we'll see. Sean, what's up? No faith in bullpen since Nasty Boys. Well, the 95 team. No, I didn't say that. I just said that's a great bullpen. I mean, we've had good bullpens. Hell, we had a good bullpen last year. We had a really good bullpen last year. If you would have kept some of the guys, I mean, how nice would it be to have Iglesias and Archie Bradley right now? Just to have kept them. Yeah, and we had Chapman. So, I mean, we've had good bullpens. I'm just comparing. Look, when the Nasty Boys, when I was 15 years old, dude, you got back then, pitchers would pitch to the 7th inning. Starting pitcher gets you to the 7th inning, it was over. That year, it was over. Charlton, Dibble, Myers come in and slam the door. It was over. Now 2020, pitchers only pitch 5 or 6 innings. Then they pitched at least to the 7th, kind of consistently. All right, let's see. Crown, what's up, brother? I hope losing to Arizona doesn't cost the Reds. Those are some bad losses, man. They were some bad, dumb losses that we shouldn't have lost. I mean, that's the problem with this team. And those, I can't blame those losses on the bullpen. That we just stunk. We went to Arizona and we stunk. I don't know why. Yep, you're right. Jeff Brantley, the Cowboy back in the day, that was on a 95 team. And we had who else do we have in that bullpen? We had a really good bullpen that year too. We also had a great starting staff. Oh, we had not Johnny Cueto. Oh my goodness, what was his name? Johnny and Hector. Oh man, they were the 2 setup guys for him. Man, I cannot remember their name. He's a skinny dude. Anyway, Johnny, what was his name? He was Johnny. Every time you hear Johnny, I think of Johnny Cueto, but he was Johnny before Johnny Cueto. Anyway, that was in the 95 bullpen too. I can't remember. All right, Dave. Like I said, we're going with Dave. Just messing with Doolittle reminds me of Dudley Two Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Doolittle has been a good pitcher in the past. I'm 99% sure he was the Nationals closer for a couple years. So, or he was at least a big part of their bullpen, especially what was it, 2 years ago when they won the World Series. And that's the thing too, is they were I think they were a wild card team. As long as you get in the playoffs, you never know what's going to happen. Now, I just said I don't think the Reds are going to win the wild card, which I don't, because I don't think they could get past San Diego or the Dodgers or the Giants, whoever is in there. So I think the Reds need to concentrate on getting the Central. Now, let's been on for a half hour here. I showed it earlier. Let me show, if you guys haven't seen it. Now, this is always subject to change because I know I put the batting order up yesterday, and it was different than the one they actually went with. But this is the one that they had on Twitter. And like I said, you got Jonathan India, he's back. Tyler Stevenson, the Castellanos, DH, Votto, Gino, Aristides Akito, the Punisher, Tyler Naquin, Kyle Farmer, and Shogo Akiyama. I hope we can get Shogo going. I really like Shogo Akiyama. I'm happy he gets a start. And it'd be nice to see him getting going. But we'll see what happens. Because, I mean, the thing is, too, Aquino's, the Punisher's hitting the ball. I mean, he hit a triple last night. That helps potential trade value. That he's showing. He needs to show what happened, what he did 2 years ago in 2019 wasn't a fluke. I mean, he's not going to hit that many home runs in a month, consistently. but he needs to show that he can consistently be a good Major League Baseball hitter. Same thing with Shogo. If they can somehow prove that, then maybe some teams might be interested in trading for one of them so we can get some bullpen help. But we'll see. No, Brad, no. Any word on Moose is back? No. And I saw somebody tweeted out a picture of him and he's still in his boot. So it's not looking good. I don't know when Moose is coming back. I really don't. And the thing is, not that I don't want Moose back. I don't want Gino at shortstop. I think he was at shortstop for like the beginning of the game last night, I think. Oh, there you go, Foxy. You coming through. That was it. Johnny Ruffin and Hector Carrasco. Yes. That's who I was thinking about. Yes. Good job, my man, Foxy. There you go. I love my listeners. See, they can always help me out when I can't remember their names. But yes, Hector Carrasco and Johnny Ruffin were basically the setup guys for Jeff Brantley in 95. And that, to me, was as close as the Reds had to the Nasty Boys since the Nasty Boys. Hector Carrasco was a lefty. Johnny Ruffin was a righty. And they had Brantley to slam the door. So that was a really good bullpen. And then we had Chapman. We all missed Chapman. Chapman was awesome. So they have had some really good bullpens, in the past. But this one right now is pitching as good as it can. So, all right, let's see. Let's get to tonight's game. And then I think I'm going to get the heck on out of here. Tonight's game, we got Luis Castillo, who's 3-10 with a 5.05 ERA, versus Chris Bubic. I think that's how you say his name. B-U-B-I-C. He's 2-1 with a 4.99 ERA. Sounds like a win to me. I think the Reds go for 6 in a row tonight. We will find out tomorrow night. Mrs. Ice will be watching the Stanley Cup Finals because that is back on them. Well, that is if the storm, hurricane, whatever's coming, lets them play the game, because there's some pretty big storms going to Florida. So I don't know if the game is going to happen or not tomorrow night. We'll find out. But I know she will be glued to the TV, and I will be watching the Reds game probably, unless we go to a bar again. I'll be watching the Reds game down here and flip back and forth between that and the hockey game. All right, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And I invite you guys all to join them if you have not joined them. They're all great Facebook sports groups. First one is got the Who Dey Nation, a great Bengals group. I appreciate all those guys on there. Josh, Tommy, the Queen. All you guys helped me out on my show. You got Bengals Nation, Mike Kyle, his group. You guys can join his group. You got Bengals Who Dey Nation, Cincinnati Bengals The Jungle, the Bearcat Country. It's not the Bearcat Country. It's Bearcat Country. Like I said, Bearcat football is going to be fun this year. So if you want to join a really cool Bearcat group, check out Bearcat Country, because it's going to be a lot of fun in there. Get a lot of cool different information about the Bearcats and the football team, what's going on with the basketball team. So make sure you check it out. They got Cincinnati Reds riding third and heading for home, one of my favorite Reds groups. They let me live stream there. And like I said, we were having a lot of fun in there with the Reds winning. We'll keep it rolling tonight. And for all the Buckeye fans, you got the Ohio State Bucknuts. You guys can check that one out. You got the Ice Bar, which is, it's my show page. You just show up, virtual bar, hang out, have a beer, talk sports. We do silly memes, silly TikToks. We have fun like that. And then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Twitter. The Twitter handle is Jeff A. Trennepohl. That's TRENNEPOHL. Also on TikTok at Iceman90. But you can find all of those under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'll be pulling a sound off later on tonight, put it on the podcast. So if you have not subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe to the podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple iTunes, BeanPod, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, because not everybody can watch the show. You can listen to me. Or if you like it so much that you enjoyed listening to or watching it today and you want to listen to it tomorrow while you're at work, then by all means, go for it and download the podcast. And give me a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTubers, my people, the original ones, I am at 1,236 subscribers. That is awesome. as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. That is awesome. Hopefully, Jeremy Dean, I know everyone misses him. He's going through some stuff right now. So just keep Jeremy in your prayers. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now. He will be back on the show sometime soon. I don't know when. You don't know when. But soon. Not now, but soon. Jeremy D will be back. But in the words of Jeremy, D's Nuts Dimebag Dean would say, ready, all together now. Remember one thing and one thing only. And that is, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Who day? Come on, Reds, let's go for 6 in a row. And that's just sports, baby. See ya!